Good Monday morning. The sun's out. It's a beautiful day. I don't like recording at this time because the sun, but it looks okay right now. Just real quick, I've been having a busy schedule this weekend, so I got to talk about something before my friend gets out of the bathroom. Um, one of the successes I would say that I have this year or I've had this year is the I've really tightened up my decision making. This is a famous story that I always tell a lot of my friends that get to know me. I once spent like an hour and a half at a Best Buy trying to decide whether I should buy the Tomb Raider movie on DVD or not. And it was so stupid because this was like me in college. I just had a hard time deciding like sometimes the most trivial things, sometimes the most real important things, and I just can't decide. This is also one of the reasons. Oh, he's kind of in the bathroom. This is one of the reasons why I have a problem, like playing something like fantasy football, because you always. It's not that you second guess. You ever see that? If you've seen Infinity War, you know the part where Doctor Strange is like and thinking about stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I've looked over, 18 million possible outcomes, and how many do we win? Just one, right?" And that's the whole thing, is that you want yours to be the one. So you try to analyze everything and make sure that you made all the right decisions. And then I don't want to say you second guess yourself, but you actually you do like look at what possible other outcomes you could have made. Sorry, you standing? You okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, so what I started doing this year to kind of help like me get over my decision making is, and I used to do this in college actually. I used to carry around a quarter with me. I used to carry around a quarter with my birth year on it, 1981. And then whenever I had a question, I'd flip it. But the problem is sometimes you'd flip it wrong, or sometimes you'd flip it and you'd like miss the catch and you'd drop it, and then or you'd where's my phone? Where's my quarter? I don't know where my quarter is. So, like with the invention of cell phones, it's very easy to just say, hey, Google flip a coin, or I'll just hit flip a coin on the thing and I'll flip it. And so, yeah, I've actually been making a lot of decisions this year just based on a coin flip, which to some people probably sounds very, very insane, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't sound insane to you guys, but I thought about it for a while. Like, it's obvious because I think from a first glance, if somebody tells you that, you think they're insane because you're like, who would do such a thing? But I think it's an actual pretty common, it makes sense. First of all, I don't flip anything that I'm not willing to do. You know what I mean? So I don't sit here just wake up in the morning. It's like, hey, should I go rob a bank today? Flip a coin, or hey, should I go kill myself, flip a coin, and it says yes. So I don't do anything unless I'm actually willing to do it. So for some stuff it's easy. It's like, oh, should I go eat here, flip a coin? Okay, well, it says no. But for some stuff it's like, oh shit, I really wanted to go do this today, and should I do it? And it says flip a coin. I'm like, no. I was like, okay. And then so you kind of like, it's kind of taught me like what's the word, like when you self control, because there's sometimes you want to do stuff. It's not like, and it's not like I'm obsessive like flipping it over everything. Like I can't go a single day without flipping a coin, or like that I have to make every decisions on a coin flip. It's just there were things in my life where it's like, okay, I have 4 hours from work. Should I go work out now or should I work out later? In my mind, I'm always trying to optimize everything, so it really, really, really kind of like clutters up everything. Because I'm like, oh, if I run now, it'd be good because I can get out of the way. But if I run later, it's right before work, and that's more convenient for me. And so like, it's just little stuff like that I would just overthink and spend like too much time on. And like, so it's really helped with stuff like, I'll wake up in the morning, I'm tired. I'm like, oh man, I'm really tired. I don't think I have the energy to go work out right now. And I'm like, oh, should I I'll just flip a coin. Should I go right now? And I flip a coin and it says no. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll sleep a little bit longer, no problem. And sometimes they'll say yes, and I'm like, oh god, get up, David. We gotta go. We gotta go do it now. And like that's the thing. I think the second thing is like self control. And one of the books I read, I think it's Atomic Habits, talks about like it's fine if you like skip a workout, but or this might be the other one, but it's fine if you skip a workout, but why are you skipping a workout? Are you skipping a workout because you actually have stuff to do, or you're tired, or you're actually really tired, or are you just being lazy? And by acknowledging it to yourself, it's fine if you skip a decent income. But yeah, by acknowledging it, you have to at least face yourself and be honest to yourself to like, okay, dude, I'm skipping this workout because I'm being a little bit lazy right now. Eesh. And like, that's kind of, I think, how it works with the flipping the coin thing is that, what you can not do the thing that you ask the coin, like you can go against it, but by going against it, you have to acknowledge yourself that, hey, I'm making this decision. There's a reason I'm making this decision. Why is the reason I'm going against it? So self-control, that's one. I think two. I think two is when you flip a coin, you actually kind of are honest with yourself on what your decision is. Like, if sometimes you'll flip a coin, you're like, oh God, I wish it was the other one. I really wanted it to be the other one. Well, then that kind of tells you which one you wanted to do, right? Versus like when you're like, oh, should I ask this girl out? And you flip a coin, it's like, yes. I'm like, yeah, all right, confirmation. I'm gonna go do what the coin says to me, even though, it's crazy. It's completely crazy to flip a coin over that, but you get confirmation, you feel good, and then you feel more confident doing it. So that's just one of the things where you also learn by flipping a coin is you kind of see your true self. You see what you want to happen versus what you don't want or what you hope to happen. And I think, is that it? Was there something else I wanted to talk about? I feel like there was something else, but I lost it because this freaking thing just magically showed up in my freaking
flipping coins, deciding who's right and who's wrong.
Oh yeah, the good. It's from The Dark Knight. You remember that there's that scene in The Dark Knight where he flips a coin and he's like, oh, guess you live today. And then he flips it again. He's like, but your driver doesn't. And then he shoots the driver. Like, the point is, look, I realize that if you flip the coin enough, you'll eventually get the outcome you want. So that's kind of one of the rules that I follow is that you don't multiple flip. Because if you multiple flip, then what's the point? You just go. It's great now because cell phones are very, convenient. You can just hit it on it. You don't have to carry around a coin with you. And I'll just, like, oh shoot, we don't have it here. But, and what's funny too? Because I really do feel like there's some sort of fate or whatever. So, like, the coin flip always works the way it should. It's weird, man. It's really weird. I don't want to get too far into this because y'all probably think I'm crazy, but flip a coin. Should we go to breakfast now and end this video? Oh, shit. It says no. So I guess I got to keep talking. What else? Well, you said what else about Two-Face?
I don't know, just like he has that quote where he's like, either die a hero or you live long enough to see.
Is that Two-Face?
Well, that's Harvey Dent in that Dark Knight film. That's what he said. Like, that's before he becomes Two-Face. Like, that's him while he's still like an attorney. That's a cool quote. Just like, you either die a hero or you
live long.
You live long enough.
You die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That actually happened to me a couple times in my life.
On purpose?
What do you mean on purpose? That stuff never happens on purpose.
Oh.
Yeah. But I probably don't need to go into that story. Yeah. I feel like I owe it to them to keep flipping the coin until it says we can go. Because it says no again.
Well, you gotta ask in a different way.
No, you don't ask. Oh yeah. Okay, I guess that's another thing. Heads is yes, tails is no. I always ask it heads or tail questions. Like, hey, should we do this? Yes. Should we do that? No. Or
Yeah.
And then part of it is also like, the thing is it's 50-50, right? Or it's 49-51. It's all about how you ask it. So you have to like have the question in mind before you flip it. Because it depends on how you ask the question, right? Because if you ask it one way, heads means yes. But if you opposite negative way, then tails means no, right? So if it said, so I asked it earlier, it's like, oh, should we go eat breakfast? And it said tails, no. Should I leave now? Tails, no. Should I keep staying? Oh, no. If I stay here, then it's going to say, no, you shouldn't stay here. But, yeah. Oh, and it's also about chance. People are gonna think it's about chance because, well, this is a question I've thought about. Cause so I've asked it twice, right? And it's come up tails twice. So chances are it's gonna end up heads next, right? So if I ask the question differently, it could say head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chances are it's gonna be heads because it's have two tails already. But who knows? You never know. That's the whole thing about a coin flip. It's all within. It's an isolated within itself. It could be. Its probability is going to say it's probably going to be heads, but it's probably not going to be heads. So, what? Ask the question, Toast.
Oh snap. Okay. Well, hold up. Okay. Asking questions. Okay. Oh no, I'm getting.
Anyways, I'm not gonna ask a question. We're just gonna go eat breakfast. All right. Bye, guys. Sorry. I'll come up with another video tomorrow. Oh, sorry. I was trying to get out of your way, but this thing is backwards, so it's so in my mind